Alright, I'm going to try to explain this. I like to joke around a lot because I think humor is good, but underlying all of that stuff, it's actually quite serious, and I use humor as a way of kind of throwing people off from my serious and deep intentions. As far as this is basically how I structure my system. And I originally made it to try to get 5 different roommates together. We have all the 5 elements, the 5 rings, and then this is trahere pondus nostrum haterse convenient in medio et stat, which means we all pull our own weight, and we meet in the middle. Obviously, that's a Lucifer sigil. There's some triangles and shit, and it's all about putting the opposites together to make something tangible. And this is kind of like my Discordian, my way of, like, instead of causing chaos, I use the chaos to destroy the order of what was before, and then I use this template to put it all together. Obviously, that's Malkuth, and then that's Ate, and we got the Apple Calusti, and then Order, and then together that is the capstone, Sun and the Moon together. And it's kind of like the balancing of the polarities is what I do with my magic, and that's the main point of it. I do have a mental illness, bipolar 1, and it's been a lot of painful shit, and I do listen, I take my medication, and I do listen to the therapist, but I also kind of have my own system that I created for myself. I personally don't think I'm ill, I think I'm just different, and people are different, and this is kind of my way of saying fuck you to the system. I kind of have my own order, and it's better than, they don't want you to get good. They don't want you to get well. They want you to keep coming back, buying their drugs. Therapy is definitely good, but I usually end up arguing with them, not because I disagree with what they're saying, but I just don't think that they understand my will. But anyways, so this is kind of, so you start and flip it upside down too. Everything I do, I try to flip upside down, and then that would be like the dark tree of life, and I actually started there, and then I'm climbing back up this way, and I'd say I'm like right about here right now, at least as far as that goes. The first step, I'm above the very beginning. I created my own initiatory order for myself. That there are actually quite a few people in it now. And I like to make things so chaotic and crazy that no one can really kind of get the entire picture without studying it and knowing what the keys are. That's an Ankh, life, death, mercy, severity, triangles and shit. But anyways, this is my favorite piece of art that I have ever done. There's obviously the tree of life in there and shit, but I can use this, and even in sales, I'm in sales. What I do is I like to break down what I want to get achieved, and then I start with the end goal, and then I work my way backwards, so I make each step. And with the sales, I would just have to, like, say, as far as the sale goes, hi, how are you doing, blah, 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 this is what I'm doing. Okay, they're still on the phone, blah, 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 anyways, this is what I'm here doing, blah, 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 this is why you should be interested. This is the fear cycle. This is the things that you're missing out on. This is the next step. I need you to have this and this together. This is what I need from you. This is the time to do that. We're going to go ahead and set this appointment, and it is set, and we'll see you complete, and then start over again. And with the sales shit, it's just like, and I've been realizing it's a good way to go with women too. Like, if you're not getting rejected, you're not going to succeed. You have to get rejected in order to succeed, and you just have to keep doing it over and over and over and over again until it eventually, you'll get it. As long as you're trying and you're thinking, you will succeed. And I'm a kava addict. I'm a prior alcohol and drug addict. And I replaced all that shit. Instead of being like, I'm gonna be completely sober and listen to the AA shit and blah blah blah, God, blah. God's gonna take it away, don't even think. And I was able to work with the AA program by realizing I am God. At least the microcosm and the macrocosm, and I have replaced alcohol with these other things. And then my kava addiction, I added up, I spent about $54,000 over a 5-year period on it, And instead of being like, oh, I'm so ashamed of it, I'm fucking proud of it, because my addiction actually pushed me to fucking make that much money to be able to sustain it. And like literally, I don't care about money at all. I care about success, and I care about the system that works. Money is just a currency. It's a unit of currency as far as that goes. And I know now that I could basically make another 54 grand in a 5-year period. And I made more than that because of spending it on other shit, but mostly kava and car insurance and rent and shit. But because that addiction, it pushed me to work that hard and be an extremely successful person. I didn't even see it as successful, but anyways, that is my explanation of this shit. 20, 3, 2, 3, law of fives.